Guys, as we all know, New Jersey and other blue Democratic states like it will do anything they possibly can to make the life of a law-abiding gun owner living hell. They will do anything in their power, and sometimes outside of their power, in order to restrict our Second Amendment God-given right to keep and bear arms. They're constantly looking for ways to turn law-abiding citizens into felons like that. But I frankly find that one of the most overlooked and honestly most effective ways that they control our right to defend ourselves and our property is by the fees attached to permits and the requirements that are needed in regards to getting a firearm in this state and other states like it. The cost of owning a firearm in the state of New Jersey, as well as maintaining permits that are needed, it costs an arm and a leg, and it's already as high as Hunter Biden, but they may be getting even higher pretty soon. That's what we're going to cover today. Let's get to it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you didn't already know, my name's Jay Costa, and I am a red-blooded American patriot living here behind enemy lines in the state of New Jersey. And if you get value out of this video after watching, please smash that like button down below and also consider subscribing. We are building a tight-knit community here of like-minded individuals living in the state of New Jersey and other blue states like it, where we have to consistently and constantly defend the right to defend ourselves and our God-given rights that are protected by the U.S. Constitution in the Bill of Rights. So if that interests you at all, definitely consider subscribing. But in this video, I'm going to go over the proposed fee increases by Governor Murphy that are being debated in Trenton right now. We'll go over what the proposed fee increases are, who they're going to affect the most, that's really important, and why I think that gun control in general is not only misinformed and unconstitutional, but sometimes flat out racist. So first, let's go over these proposed changes to the fees attached to firearms in the state of New Jersey. First, the FID card that we all know and love is currently $50, and it's proposed to be increased up to $100. So that's a 100% increase. The pistol permit to purchase is currently $25, and they want to make it $50. The carry permit is currently $200, and they want to increase it to $400. And by the way, that's something that you have to renew every 2 years. The NICS check is currently $15 per background check, and they want it to be $40. The dealer employee license, which I'm assuming this is a license that you need in order to just work at an FFL, currently, it's only $5, and they want it to be $40. The retail dealer license is currently $150, and they want it to be $500. And the biggest one, the manufacturer and wholesaler firearms licensee in the state of New Jersey, is currently $150, and they want to turn it into $1,500. And in addition to this, Murphy actually tried to float out the idea of instituting a 2.5% tax on all firearms sold in the state of New Jersey, as well as a 10% tax on ammunition sold in the state of New Jersey. But luckily, for now, those proposals did not make it through the negotiations before the budget proposal. And obviously, you should know that these are just proposals right now. They obviously need to pass the New Jersey state legislature in order to go into effect. But just recently, back in 2022, only 2 years ago, obviously, they increased the fees as well. They increased the cost of the pistol permit to purchase from $2 each up to $25 each, which is a huge increase. And they increased the cost of the permit to carry license from $50 all the way up to $200. That was in 2022, and now they're going to try to double it again. Now, as Scott Bach says from ANJRPC, he's been trying to increase fees from the moment he took office. It's a tried and true method of anti-gun bureaucrats to limit the Second Amendment rights of gun owners. Now, this is absolutely correct. Raising fees on law-abiding gun owners is not only the most effective, but also kind of the sneakiest way to pass gun control, because technically it has nothing to do with the actual firearms, which they know nothing about, but rather just the fees attached to owning the firearms as well as selling the firearms. And they use these fees as, quote, potential tax revenue, as if they don't steal and waste enough of our money here as it is. Marketing it as additional proposed tax revenue is easier to swallow for most of the legislature than more strict gun control laws, believe it or not, even in a state like New Jersey. Now, here's the big question. Who does this affect? Of course, this only affects law-abiding gun owners in the state, right? Because why would a criminal give a crap about a cost of a permit to purchase a handgun going from $25 to $50? They wouldn't, because they just steal their guns anyway. They're not listening to any laws that you're going to pass. In addition to that, While all of these laws would make it more difficult for maybe someone like me in order to exercise my Second Amendment right and my right to defend myself, it makes it damn near impossible for some people that don't have the means potentially to cover the differences or the increases of these fees. Because I'm still going to pay it. No matter what they do, I'm going to pay it and I'm not going to let them stop me. But there's people out there, generally these areas have a lot of crime, and generally these are minorities that probably need the right to defend themselves more than us. As Assemblyman John McKeon said recently, quote, "Do you really want to put more guns in the hands of people that live in Patterson and Newark and Elizabeth and Camden?" Now, I believe that most, if not all, gun control laws are unconstitutional, at the very least. But I find increases in firearms fees, firearms-related fees, to be kind of the most disgusting way to control our Second Amendment right. And the simple reason is that minority communities living in urban areas are disproportionately affected by these fees. And they're the ones that need to defend themselves more than anybody. Ironically, in crime-ravaged cities that are controlled by Democrats. McKeon simply said the quiet part out loud, that they're all thinking and planning. Political elites do not want people of color and minorities to be owning firearms and have the right to defend themselves and their family and their properties. And that is flat out racist. And you can go back to the history of gun control and see that it has a very racist history in regards to keeping certain communities unarmed and unprotected. So what can we do living in a state like this in order to fight for our rights to defend ourselves? Well, very simply put, first, you need to make sure that they don't dissuade you. Do whatever you can to exercise that Second Amendment right that you have, that you were given to by God, and that is protected by the U.S. Constitution. Very important. Second, you also need to, it's very important, to support the organizations that are out there fighting legally for us. Here in New Jersey, the biggest one that I know of is the ANJRPC. I'm a member of ANJRPC myself, and it is a fantastic organization. They do tons of legal battles fighting and defending for our Second Amendment rights. And right now, they're actually fighting against a lot of the gun control measures for the carry permits, the carry killer bill. We've went over that in previous videos, as well as the mag bans, the limiting of our magazines down to 10. They're fighting that also. So it's very important to support them. So definitely think about it. There's also the CNJFO, the Coalition of New Jersey Firearms Owners. I don't have firsthand experience with them, but I'm actually going to start looking into them right now. And I'll put a link to both of those in the comment section or in the description section down below. And then, of course, you have the national organizations like the NRA, as well as the Gun Owners of America. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and you want more firearms-related content, specifically in the state of New Jersey and other blue states like it, definitely check out the playlist. I'll put a link in the description box down below, as well as up here in the corner. But that's it for today. Let me know in the comment section what you think about these proposed fee increases and what you plan on doing in order to fight back. Appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you next time.